He was sitting up in that corner with his legs out. He had locked himself in the bathroom.
Everything is exactly how we left it. His pants still folded neatly on the bed. But Benjamin Dominguez isn't coming home. It wasn't supposed to happen. Benjamin's life wasn't supposed to end like this. Unfortunately, heroin had the final say.
His head was here and his body was lying down through here when they were doing CPR. He actually kind of had vomited, and so they had to take some of the carpet.
Benjamin died just a few days after Thanksgiving from a heroin overdose.
My brother kicked the door in, and that's when they found him. His body was still warm.
A mother's pervasive pain is evident as she recalls the day. Wendy Palmer was working her normal shift at Jewish Hospital Shelbyville as an ER nurse when she heard the call come in.
1700 Charleston Way, unresponsive, unconscious patient, probable drug overdose. I was like, oh my God, that's my house, that's my son.
Her son was just 19 years old. Benjamin, she says, was the kind of kid who had it all. A happy child with a wide smile that could light up a room.
He played with his brother all the time. He was an absolute joy, absolute joy.
Benjamin was a solid student until he started smoking marijuana his sophomore year. Wendy says her sweet boy became a different person. Marijuana led to spice, followed by pills, and finally heroin. By the age of 19, Benjamin had made 2 attempts at rehab and was clean for a good portion of time. But the pain of losing his best friend in a car crash drove him back to heroin. Wendy's list of what-ifs is now a mile long.
Only if I knew my community resource numbers, and only if I didn't feel alone in my struggle with Benjamin and drugs.
Wendy is now learning she wasn't alone in her desperate situation. In fact, the entire county is trying to step up.
But I wanted to explain first a little bit about Shelby Prevention.
Kelly Manu is the director of Shelby Prevention. She's holding town hall meetings like this one to get the conversation going about heroin. Shelby County has been hit hard. The number of heroin overdose deaths doubled from 2014 to 2015.
It's being seen across the state, but it hits so heavy when it's just at home that it affects so many people, so many families.
Healthcare workers, law enforcement members, addicts, and concerned citizens are all coming together to try and curb the deadly trend.
Every day was different. Every day was a roller coaster.
It's a place Wendy Palmer never dreamed she'd find herself, speaking to a crowd about her own son's death, pleading for everyone to find a solution.
Ben would want this. Ben would want me to share his story. If there's any hope that he could help someone else not to use drugs in the first place, or to understand what heroin can actually do to you.
Emergency medical personnel and law enforcement members are being trained on how to administer Narcan, the medication used to combat the effects of an opiate overdose. In 2014, 61 doses of the drug were given in Shelby County. In 2015, that number shot up to 102. I'm Karen Roby, WLKY News.